17 days to be exact. Then Chairman Ingle said these words: "It is unacceptable and deeply offensive to call into question the loyalty of fellow American citizens based on their political views, including support for the U.S.-Israel relationship. We all take the same oath." Worst, Representative Omar's comments leveled that charge by invoking a vile anti-Semitic slur. Chairman Ingle went on to say that such comments have no place in the Foreign Affairs Committee or the House of Representatives.
There's an old saying in politics: your own words will eventually catch up with you. And today, Democrats are learning that lesson the hard way. A GOP lawmaker stood on the House floor and did something devastating. He read a Democrat's own quote back to them and used it to go after Ilhan Omar. You don't want to miss this. Like the video. Subscribe to 50 Patriots. Grab a seat, get comfortable, and let's dive right back into it.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield 2 minutes from the representative from the great state of Tennessee, Mr. Kustoff.
The gentleman from Tennessee is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in support of the resolution to remove Congresswoman Omar from the House Foreign Affairs Committee for her anti-Semitic speech, comments, and rhetoric. No doubt, words have meaning. When a member of Congress stands in this chamber, or at home, or in their district, the nation and the world pays attention to what they say and how they say it. When a member of Congress makes hateful and anti-Semitic remarks, they're amplified. They are magnified. Even more so when that member sits on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. The committee tasked with helping set policy and providing oversight over our nation's relationship with Israel and with Jewish communities around the world, it is imperative that this body not only speaks against anti-Semitism, but also holds accountable those who spread such hateful beliefs. As our nation's leaders, we have the ability and the responsibility to help combat anti-Semitism and ensure that our children, tomorrow's leaders, are taught that such rhetoric is unacceptable. Let's be clear, anti-Semitism has no place in the halls of the Congress, nor in our national conversation, and I stand here today in solidarity with the Jewish community to send a strong message that the United States House of Representatives does not tolerate such behavior. I urge my colleagues to support the resolution, and I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I yield myself the balance of my time. In closing, I want to adopt the comments that were made by then Chairman of Foreign Affairs, Eliot Engel. In late February 2019, Chairman of Foreign Affairs Engel, after a third anti-Semitic statement in just over 2 weeks, 17 days to be exact, then Chairman Ingle said these words: "It is unacceptable and deeply offensive to call into question the loyalty of fellow American citizens based on their political views, including support for the U.S.-Israel relationship. We all take the same oath." Worst, Representative Omar's comments leveled that charge by invoking a vile anti-Semitic slur. Chairman Ingle went on to say that such comments have no place in the Foreign Affairs Committee or the House of Representatives. I agree with the statements made by Chairman Ingle. Not only do Representative Omar's comments have no place in the Foreign Affairs Committee, I hold that anyone who makes such statements have no place serving on the Foreign Affairs Committee. And I ask all members to support this resolution removing Ms. Omar from the Committee on Foreign Affairs. And I yield back.
On the House floor, Republicans moved forward with a resolution to remove Ilhan Omar from the powerful House Foreign Affairs Committee, and they didn't rely on Republican talking points to make their case. Instead, They reached straight into the Democrats' own history. A GOP lawmaker cited former Democratic Foreign Affairs Chairman Eliot Engel, going back to February 2019, after Omar made multiple controversial statements in a short span of time. Engel's words were clear and direct. He said it was unacceptable and deeply offensive to question the loyalty of fellow American citizens based on their political views, including support for the U.S.-Israel relationship. That quote wasn't twisted. It wasn't reinterpreted. It was read exactly as spoken, and then turned into the closing argument against Omar. The Republican lawmaker agreed with Engel's assessment and said Omar's comments crossed that exact line, invoking what he described as a vile anti-Semitic slur with no place in the House of Representatives. He made it clear this wasn't about party politics. It was about standards. If those comments had no place in the Foreign Affairs Committee back then, they have no place there now. And with that, he urged members to support removing Omar from the committee. Then another GOP lawmaker took the floor and made the argument even sharper. He directly accused Ilhan Omar of anti-Semitic speech and rhetoric and reminded the chamber that words spoken by members of Congress don't just echo in Washington. They travel across the nation and around the world. He warned that when those words come from someone sitting on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, the damage is amplified even more. That committee helps shape U.S. foreign policy, oversees America's relationship with Israel, and engages with Jewish communities worldwide. According to the lawmaker, Congress doesn't just have the ability to condemn anti-Semitism, it has a responsibility to hold people accountable for spreading it. He said leaders must set the example so future generations understand that this kind of rhetoric is unacceptable. He closed by declaring that anti-Semitism has no place in Congress or in America's national conversation, voiced solidarity with the Jewish community, and urged his colleagues to back the resolution before yielding back his time. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to 50 Patriots, share this with friends who follow political hearings, and see you in the next one.